Hello, beautiful. Meet Tempy. She's my best little buddy girl. Such a sweetie. How are you today? I am doing well. I am feeling really, really good. Feeling very light and free and full of love. Um, I think it has to do with a lot of things, but I think one thing it definitely has to do with is the fact that I've been juicing so much and just really thriving on the orange juice and water and cucumber juice, and I add a half a lemon to a cucumber juice in the morning, and it's so nice and cleansing. And I really feel like my body, mind, spirit is ready to go, ready to let go of that which no longer serves me. And I think I'm experiencing it in the physical act of doing this kind of spontaneous juice, very light eating experiment that my body's asking for. And I feel it letting go of that which no longer serves it, whether it's in the form of, excess water, my salt, some fat, maybe muscle tissue eventually. I don't know. It depends on how long I do this. But any extra weight that is not serving me, I feel it letting go of. And that's really cool. It feels really good. But at a whole other spiritual level, I'm feeling this practice mirror itself, and I'm letting go of these different attachments and worries and stresses, and even my attachment to this reality, right? The graduate school reality I chose and created for myself, letting go of that. I really just feel like I'm living less and less in conflict. And it was the conflict I was living in that has kept my body, fighting with itself, literally with an autoimmune um, disorder of the thyroid, my body attacking itself in the same way, in my outward life, I'm attacking or creating a reality that is not serving me, is burdening myself with stress that I don't need, and that is not truly me. So, and I mean, even just making choices that don't serve me, that add more to my plate that I don't really want. Just all these different excesses. And ironically, I'm dealing with my stress usually since I quit alcohol and drugs and cigarettes and, you know, more like casual sex, whatever way to kind of distract myself. I'm feeling everything so much more intensely, but I'm not using food. That was kind of my last addictive thing, and it feels really good to not use food. And I think a lot of why I'm not needing to use food in that way is because I'm not living in conflict anymore. Um, I mean, a little bit, but it's a whole lot less than it has been. And that in itself brings this whole lightness and freshness and vitality into my consciousness. So that's been really exciting and freeing. And I've been taking joy in the little moments I experience. Like today's been really good. I really enjoyed teaching my class, connecting with students, answering their questions, and, interacting with them in a playful but, informative, growth inducing manner. Then I got real nerdy doing some stat homework, and this is a class that's really hyped up as being very, very difficult, and I'm sure it is very difficult, but working on the homework, I couldn't help but kind of relish, working out a different part of my brain that, the mathematical abilities, the numerical abilities, that I haven't really used very much lately. So that was interesting and fun, and it just inspires me because when I get to pick what I'm learning about, which I do in my free time here, but my free time is limited. But in my future, where I've created a lot more space for myself and I have even more space for the self-directed learning that is my favorite, I really look forward to having that time and seeing what I can do with it and how I can create something meaningful and of service to others out of, wherever my self-studies may take me. So that's very exciting too. I'm also excited because yesterday I booked my ticket to Hilo for the end of April, so I'm officially going to Big Island Fruit Festival, and I'm so excited about that. And, with that on the horizon, I do have this building to-do list of things in preparation for leaving for Hawaii, all these things that have to be done. I'm going to sublet my apartment for 2 months. I've got to sell off all this furniture and or donate whatever I can't sell. I'm really ridding myself of these material things that I introduced into this reality, and also figuring out and preparing so that my dogs, when I have a stable living situation, can come and live with me in Hawaii where they belong. They belong with their mommy, I think. I do feel that in my heart. They've been with me for so long and have served me so well. I bought them out of, a very intense emotional need, a void, trying to fill that same void that I filled with other addictive substances. I actually, got a puppy for that same reason, and they are just amazingly illuminating for me all the time and remind me how it is to exist in the present moment, and that everything's going to be okay, and that at the end of the day they always love me, and they remind me that I should show myself that same kind of unconditional love that they have for me, to myself. So they're great models of unconditional love, and I think that might be a part of America, the westernized world's fascination and obsession with dogs is animals, dogs included, model unconditional love for us in a way that really resonates with us. We just love their energy. We love having them around us, and we love them so wholeheartedly. And, they can't necessarily break our hearts in the same way as a human can, but they sort of can. But they just love us deeper than most human beings. I don't know. I've always related to dogs and to animals very deeply and found great comfort in their presence in my life. So I'm just very grateful to have them around, and I know that even though it's a very stressful process moving them to Hawaii and really getting everything done in the next 3 months that I need to get done, it is a long list of things. But I have this conviction within myself and this sense of knowing that it is manageable and that I will get it all done and it will all be okay, because I'm an infinite being with infinite potential, just like you, and we are capable of things beyond our wildest imaginations, and that's the beautiful thing about consciousness is we only grasp just a fraction of it, and only use just a portion of what we're actually capable of. So here's Ranger. I hope you have a wonderful day and are able to receive some unconditional love and give some unconditional love to an animal that you enjoy the company of and to yourself, because we all deserve that unconditional love, especially in the context of our relationships with ourselves. So, namaste.